Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. This afternoon at Lawrence High School, we had 4 different athletes to sign scholarships at different schools. And at this time, we have Summie Carlay, who signed to play down at the University of South Carolina with us first. And the first thing I want to do is wish you congratulations.
Thank you.
Now, we've got a few questions for you here, different media folks, and we'll let them kick off and go.
Summie, first, congratulations again. What was it about South Carolina early on that kind of won you over in terms of going to Columbia?
I'd definitely say the people that are down there, they've definitely made a lasting impression on me when I met them. They were real enthusiastic and energetic about everything they do, whether it be easy or hard. And they were also real enthusiastic and energetic about me coming down there.
Now, when you started the recruiting process, correct me if I'm wrong, you started talking with Coach Spurrier at the time because he hadn't left Columbia, is that correct?
No, sir. Actually, Coach Muschamp had probably been there about a month.
Okay. What was the message you got from Coach Muschamp in terms of just kind of where he saw you fitting into the program?
He said that I would definitely be a guy that they wanted to play on their offensive line. No specific position, but I was just definitely was excited that he wanted me to be a part of the program. And he definitely sent a message of it's going to be a lot of hard work, and that's something they tried to integrate there, and I think they've done a great job of. Is that one of the biggest slogans is "We will not be outworked," so that's definitely something he tried to implement.
Now, just out of curiosity, who else showed interest in you?
I received several other scholarship offers from anywhere from Mercer University, Columbia University, Naval Academy to North Carolina State, Virginia, and also received interest from University of North Carolina, University of Tennessee, a little bit from Alabama.
Summie, I know you're going to be graduating early. So what was your thought process as far as graduating early and getting to school early so you can go to spring practice?
For me, it was a real simple decision. It was just a matter of getting it done. There's just so many benefits to it. Getting there early will allow me to go ahead and get acclimated with college life, and also it'll allow for less idle time here. And plus, it'll give me a chance to get in the program and for them to go ahead and get me in the strength program and in practice and be able to go ahead and develop me.
During your career here at Lawrence High School, is there any one moment, any one game or anything that just stands out as something you just won't forget and you'll kind of carry it with you the rest of your life?
I'd say definitely the last game that we played 2 weeks ago now against Greenwood, where we won the region championship. Because this season has definitely been a tough one for us. We've had so many people go down with injuries and other people who kind of decided that the team wasn't for them, and it's just been great that it all finally came together for us.
Especially with all the injuries this year.
Yes, sir.
Now, obviously, you're going down. Part of it you're going to be doing at South Carolina will be playing football, but you'll also be getting an education. Have you thought about what your major is going to be at this point?
Yes, sir. I think I'm a major in biochemistry and molecular biology, and that'll put me on track so I can go into pre-dent school and then ortho school, because I would like to be an orthodontist.
All right. Anybody else?
Sounds good.
All right. Again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. The second of our 4 student athletes to sign this afternoon at Lawrence High School was Jalen Walker, who, as you can see by his shirt, is going to be going down near the coast to play at Coastal Carolina, become a Chanticleer. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Just kind of in the same vein as I asked Summie before, what was it about Coastal that kind of won you over, and also who else showed you the most interest in the recruiting process?
Mercer, Citadel, the Navy, Army, West Point in New York. It was a couple. Carolina showed some interest, Clemson, and
Now, Coastal Carolina has had a lot of recent success the last few years. I think a couple years ago they got to #1 in the country. They've had some deep runs in the postseason. How much have you kind of followed them and kind of seen yourself as maybe being able to help them make that last step and maybe play for or win a national championship?
That was big because the coaches, they always told me they want me to come commit and be a part of the next national championship. And then they moving up in the Sun Belt, so they want me to be a part of the big team that win the national championship.
Now, Jalen, what are they telling you about where you're going to play, how soon you'll play, those kind of things?
Well, when I went down there for my first visit, when I went to spring game, they told me they were going to have me playing the defense tackle 3 technique, right on the guard shoulder, outside shoulder. And by me going down there in January, it'll help a lot with the playbook and getting to know people and getting close with the coaching staff and stuff like that.
Now you're going down there to play a little football, but education is also a very primary reason for going down. Have you thought about what your major might be and what you'd like to do after you finish college?
I haven't thought about it yet, but it's something I'm still considering.
Something he had mentioned before in terms of what his favorite moment was from his days here at Lawrence. What would be yours as well? Is it kind of the same as him in terms of winning the region title a couple weeks ago, or is there anything else that kind of jumps out?
Yeah, mine was the same, winning the region. It was big for us. We hadn't done it in over 20 years, so it was big to us and the coaches. It means a lot to us because early in the season, we faced a lot of adversity, and it was good to bounce back and finish strong.
Jalen, I know earlier in the year you won a state championship in strength, in weightlifting. How much do you think that played a part in the recruiting process?
It played a lot because just about every time a coach called me and talked to me, they knew about the state championship in weightlifting, so it played a good part in it.
All right. Well, once again, we want to congratulate you, and don't forget where you came from. We'll be keeping up with you.
All right, thank you.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is number 3 of the 4 athletes that stand this afternoon. We have Anna Stevenson, and as you might be able to tell by the jersey she has on, she's headed over to the plains of Alabama to play at Auburn, and she's going to be batting that ball over there, playing some volleyball over there. First off, congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations. Now, just what has this whole recruiting process been like? Because I know for you committed, I think, relatively early, at least verbally, to Auburn.
Yes.
So just what has this whole process been like for you?
As a freshman, they started to recruit me towards the end of my travel season in June. And as a sophomore, I started going on my visits during the school season. And I went to Maryland, and I went to Morehead State in Kentucky. And I called a few more coaches, but I didn't ever plan to visit because after I visited Auburn, I just knew that was the place that I wanted to go, so I committed as a sophomore, and I've kept that up since.
Now, I know, like I said, you committed after, when you were a sophomore. Now, I know you've been playing these AAU tournaments. I would imagine there's been a lot of, even, Auburn level and above level, top level programs that are there recruiting. Was there anyone who tried to steer you away from going to Auburn?
No, they're pretty, polite. It's not like football. Once you commit, they usually back off. And Tennessee was kind of persistent, but once I committed, I just called the coaches and explained my decision, and they were pretty respectful.
Now, what drew you to Auburn?
Definitely the coaching staff and how it's not too far and not too close to home. It's a 4.5-hour drive, and the campus is like a small town campus, but it's a pretty big school. And the coaches were just really friendly, and they were really down to earth, and they, I just really relate to them.
Anything in your career here at volleyball with Lawrence is really going to stick out, you carry with you as a memory the rest of your life?
Our win over Clinton this year was probably the best. It was one of the few, and it was really fun.
Now, what part did the AAU? I know you've been on several successful AAU teams. How big of a part did that play in the recruiting process as far as teams being able to be exposed to you?
That was the whole entire recruiting process. If I hadn't played travel, I probably wouldn't have played anywhere because my first year as a 15-year-old, that was when I learned the most. And then when you go to tournaments in like Wisconsin and Kentucky and Tennessee, coaches just go to those tournaments and they just like watch your court and they can move to other courts. So that's everything to recruiting.
What's the biggest thing you've learned about yourself, and also the biggest improvement you've made in your game from your freshman year to now?
Patience, I think. Going from travel to school season, having like a totally different level of team, I really learned to be more patient, and I think I became more of a leader through playing school ball because I have to really step up my game. And like my travel team, I can rely on everyone else to like carry us, but here everyone relies more on me than I do them. But it's so fun to play with them.
Now, we've been talking about playing volleyball, but obviously you're going out there for academics and to get an education. Ask you the same question we've asked the others. Have you thought about what your major might be and what you'd like to do after you finish
I
college?
think I'm going to major in elementary education.
And coach?
Yes, definitely.
Okay. Well, again, congratulations.
Thank you.
Hi, welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Athlete number 4 is going to be Mattie Cantrell, who is signing to go over to Anderson University, where she'll be joining one of her former teammates over there and playing a little bit of softball. Congratulations. You're one of the senior players, too. How many years have you been going now
For about 6 years now,
on the team? But before we started, you said you've been playing how long?
since I was 5 years old.
My goodness, that must have been one of the first things you got for a Christmas present was a ball and bat.
It was.
Congratulations, first off. Just what is this day like? Not just signing today, but also signing it alongside some of your classmates who are also signing, and also in front of all your classmates who are in the gym today.
Well, I was a little nervous at first, but once we got all settled in and everything, I realized how much of a big experience and a big deal it was. And it kind of just hit me that I'm really about to go do the thing that I love the most for 4 years. And it made me happy to see my friends better their career and be able to do it too.
It's kind of like reality sinking in a little bit now that
Yes, sir.
it's done, and now you know where you're going.
Mm-hmm.
So, Mattie, what drew you to Anderson?
Well, Michaela really taught me and was like really pushing me to like look at it. And I heard about one of their camps, and I went up to one of their camps, and the coach really liked my performance and stuff, and he told me to meet with him after the camp, and I did. And he told me to come back, and when I came back, he brought me on an official visit, and I really like bonded with the team. Like, that made me feel like I was supposed to be there. And he was a really big influence too. The way he acted like Coach Clark, so I was used to it.
You mean he acted like Coach Clark and you still went there?
Yes, sir. That's all I've known.
Okay. Coach Clark sometimes can ride you pretty good, can't he?
Yes, sir.
But he's only
Sometimes.
doing it to make you better. So,
Where do you feel that his Coach Clark's tutelage just kind of brought the best in you? Like, where do you feel he's helped you improve the most?
I think he's really helped me become a leader to my team, and he's helped me focus on the things that need to be done to help better people and how to do it. So,
Now, have schools been involved? I'm assuming you play travel softball.
yes, sir.
Have they been involved throughout the travel season as well as the school season, or which one do they come to more?
College coaches usually come to travel teams more because you email and they come watch you, but Newberry and close teams can come to some of the high school games. And Newberry looked at me from a high school game, but I just didn't really fit in there. So
Was there anyone else that was really in the running besides Anderson that you kind of had to make the choice between, or did Anderson really kind of separate themselves pretty quickly?
Anderson really separated themselves, but I also looked into Limestone and North Greenville, but I just thought Anderson was more of a better fit.
now have you played any of the organized sports over your career?
Maybe hoops, or maybe anything like that. Have you played other sports besides softball?
Oh, yes, sir. I played basketball when I was little, and then I played it in middle school. And I was going to play here, but Coach Clark kind of wanted me to stick just with softball. So,
I remember you being a pretty good guard in middle school. So,
So what are as you got your senior year coming up, You're going to have kind of a young team. How do you think you fit in as being a senior leader on that team?
I think me, Bailey Gibbs, and CJ are going to be able to lead the team to success. And I just think they listen to what we say, and I just think that we're going to be able to be all right with what we've learned from Coach Clark. So.
Now, so far we've been concentrating on athletic questions. Obviously, you want to go over and get an education. Have you thought about your major and what you might like to do after you get out of college?
I haven't decided specifically on a major, but I really looked into majoring in education and then becoming a coach. But I still haven't got my mindset on it because I know I'd like to do something medical too.
Come back and replace Coach Clark?
Maybe.
All right. Again, we congratulate you, and we look forward to the senior year in softball this year.